Hey, Kevin here, top 100 financial advisor and best-selling author, and we are here to talk about the stock market. Today, I'm going to give you the top 10 stocks for 2021. Now, these were the companies that were bought and sold the most by retail investors. Retail investors are people like me and you. You got us, retail investors, and then you have institutional investors. Those are the ones that the hedge funds, the 401k people, that's what they do. These are for us. So let's go through these. Some of these are really interesting. I would say one of these really threw me off. I didn't expect to see this one on the list, but we'll go through it. I'll start at 10, work our way up, and give you a little bit of commentary as we go through. All right, first one, number 10, as we're working our way up, is Baba. Alibaba, ticker symbol is BABA. That's down 49% this year. A lot of the Chinese names got hit pretty hard this year due to some regulation stuff and some international beef between us and the U.S., or us and the U.S., the U.S. and China, and some things were considering being delisted. Those companies have suffered. It's a little complicated, but it ain't good, which is one of the reasons why I have not owned any Chinese names. I don't think I've ever really owned any direct Chinese names due to this weird situation that's going on there. So that's why Baba is down as much as it is. If I say Baba too many times, the baby's going to walk in here. So I'm going to go to the next one here in a second. But that is what's going on there. You'll see another Chinese name that's also down pretty significantly. When you guys asked me about electric vehicle stocks, I said, NIO is one that's on the list. It was really popular in 2020. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know how things work in China, how it's going to affect us. And, that did tend to happen, or it did actually happen. So, you want to be careful about international relations and trades and diplomatics and all that kind of stuff. So we got Baba at number 10. Let's move back. Make sure she can come in. Then we've got Nvidia, which is one of the best. It was actually the best stock that my daughter does own. She's just one and some change. I don't know the months. I don't keep track of the months. I'm one of those parents. But that one's up 113% year to date, which means from January 1 to right now. Obviously, this can change. I have some shares of Nvidia. I probably don't own as much as I should. But again, it's up 113% year to date. I think she's up like 115 as of the time of the reel that we did, which is why you want to be on TikTok, why you want to be on Instagrams, because we do these fun things. We did a video for every person in the family, or me and the kids, what were the top stocks that we owned, and Nvidia was hers. The top one for me was Tesla, and Tesla is number 8. It's up 32% for the year. I'm up 231% as of the time of that video. And the reason why some of these numbers are off for me and for year to date is just I was investing a little bit longer than January 1. But Tesla's up 32%. Super simple. It could have been up more had Elon not, tweeted us a number of things this year, but 33% is excellent. Again, the market is up about 24% or so. Obviously, that's going to change between now and the end of the year, but let's just call it 24% at this point in time. But Tesla it's a solid company. They've been turning a profit. They haven't done it. They've done it for an entire year, I believe, but that can continue to grow. We know electric vehicles are being pushed by the infrastructure bill, which should help. I've seen more charging stations now. I've been traveling for the holidays a lot this last, I would say, 8 weeks or so. I've started to see charging stations right there in the gas station. You got gas pumps, and then I've seen an entire row of Tesla charging spots, which that wasn't the case for me anyway. I didn't run into them. This is my first time actually seeing them in person. That wasn't the case. So electric vehicles are going to be a thing. I'm not here to tell you that it's going to be the dominant thing in the next 10 years. It probably is, but just throwing it out there. It is here. They are a legit company. I don't think anybody doubts Tesla like that. However, again, up 32%, which is good. Microsoft is number 7. Microsoft is I've said this, is one of the OGs of the tech game. I know a lot of people are looking for the fun and fancy names, all that kind of stuff, and that's cool. But Microsoft is still out there. Metaverse, Microsoft is still out there. When we talk about search, I know y'all don't like Bing. I don't either, but it's out there. Microsoft is a hard name to beat, and again, up 46% this year, which is really, really good. And had it not been for one company on here that's probably not going to shock you guys, it would place second or third on this list. It would have been first had it not been for another company here. So Microsoft, I'm telling you, I think For me, if you are into individual stocks, which you don't have to be, Microsoft got to be up in there. It's got to be one of your main core positions, if you ask me. All right, so that was Microsoft at number 7. Moving up, number 6. This is the company that shocked me the most. Is Verizon, ticker symbol VZ. Why? Verizon is down 9.5%, and Verizon pays a healthy dividend. Verizon is not going out of business. They actually had a pretty decent year financial. In terms of financials, they had a good year. But I don't see nothing like sexy from Verizon unless you are really into dividends. And I would argue that you can get better dividends with other companies with a better return. Like I would tell you Costco, right? I know I've been talking about Costco a lot, but like I get a dividend and I get growth. I just lost money with Verizon, and I feel like this is normal for them to just not return well. So that's just me. I don't know. It came in at number 6. I don't make the rules. I just report them. So moving on. Next one is Palantir. They're a tech company, and they're popular in certain circles. I'm not entirely sure why, if you ask me. They're down 19%. They IPO'd either earlier this year or last year. But again, they have some controversy behind it. They have a fervent base of retail investors that just really love this company. We can do a breakdown on it if y'all want me to. Feel free to let me know, because I would like to learn more about it as well. But again, it's down 19%. That came in at number 5. Number 4. This is one you probably thought of when you read the title. It is not GameStop. It's actually AMC. And AMC is up 1,273%. AMC, looking back, looks great, right? Now, I avoided it. I think I told you ones I own so far, but I'll go back and recap those as well. I didn't touch AMC because AMC was a meme at the time. AMC didn't look great business wise, but I got to give credit where credit is due. They have flipped this and said, look, we got this blessing. We're up 1,200%. We've made some money. How do we keep this up? How do we stay alive and use this opportunity, as opposed to just a flash in the pan and you just absolutely vanish? And AMC has done a good job of that. I actually went to an AMC to watch Spider-Man, and I went back to an AMC to watch Spider-Man again because it was that good. But AMC is we'll see what they're going to do business-wise. I still think they are not in the best space. Yes, when a movie comes out, you're only doing it in theaters, you're going to have an advantage. But at some point, Disney or Netflix never, they can just release their movie when they choose to. With all these companies having their own streaming service, NBC with Peacock, I think there's a Paramount Plus app, all these studios and stuff, they could just push their content direct to streaming. I just wonder how long this is going to last. But hey, the numbers are the numbers, and AMC is up more than 1,200%, and we'll see where it goes next year. I'm still not investing in it, and that's fine. I do what I do. You do what you do. But that's AMC coming in at number 4. Number 3 is NIO, ticker symbol NIO, and ticker symbol for AMC is AMC. They're down 38%. This is another electric vehicle company that was real popular last year, but it also gets looped in the exact same scenario as Alibaba. There are some regulations in China that just aren't going well. I don't know if they were delisted, or I know the headline came out that they could be in danger of being delisted in the U.S. It's messy, it's sloppy, and it's losing people money. That went down 38%. All right, next one. Now, I did a short-term trade for this. I don't currently own it, but it did make me a little bit of money, just a little bit. About a week ago, I just did some, I do short-term stuff, but the majority of my money is long-term. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, ticker symbol AMD, is up 50% this year. It is basically a competitor to Intel, INTC, and obviously a competitor to Nvidia. They're all in the same category. They make chips. Clearly, they do well, but it's up 50%. I mean, it's a solid name. It really is. It's for some people, it's Nvidia Junior. Nvidia is up 113%. AMD is up 50%. Both are good. Me personally, I try not to own both. I see, and this is not an exact comparison, but just giving y'all an example. AMD is to Nvidia what PayPal is to Square. For me, it doesn't make sense to do both, because if that whole industry falls off, I'm losing twice when I might not have to. So I roll with Nvidia. You choose what you want. They both do the same thing, and they're both doing well. So that's number 2 on the list. And number 1 It is not GameStop. Number one is actually Apple. Apple is up 29%. It is the number one most traded company for retail investors. It makes sense. I think Apple is another one of those core positions that you kind of have to have for obvious reasons. It's one of the most consistent names, especially this year outside of Microsoft, where market was down to last week, but Apple was still up. Like Apple was still solid. And in times like this, you want to have those strong companies that have cash, right? As a lot of companies are looking to borrow and figure out what they're going to do if interest rates go up in 2022. Apple's like, fine, we got money, right? And that's a place that is a comfort for an investor. That's not a guarantee for what can happen, scratching off the list, not a guarantee for what can happen next year. But again, that consistency is hard to beat. And I don't see people not buying iPhones anytime soon. So I'll run through the list from top to bottom. We've got Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. We've got AMD. We've got NEO, AMC, Palantir, PLTR is the ticker symbol there. All of the rest of them were 3 letters. NEO, NIO, y'all get that. Verizon, VZ, which was down 9.5%. Microsoft up 46%. We got Tesla up 32%. Nvidia, NVDA up 113%. BABA, BABA down 49%. And then again, to repeat, Apple's up 29%, AMD up 50%, NEO down 38%, and AMC up 1,273%. All right, so those were the top 10 most popular stocks, or most traded stocks rather, for retail investors like me and you. If you want more of this, we actually have a list of the most popular ETFs. I would like to do that, but y'all let me know. If you want top 10 ETF list, comment below. Say, hey, I want that list too. If you have any companies on this list that you want me to break down, perhaps it's Palantir, perhaps it's Verizon, because I don't know why they're on this list, but I'm curious. Feel free to let me know that as well. All right, that's it for me. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.